Hi, I'm Chris Gildon, your state senator for the 25th Legislative District. Last week, my Senate Republican colleagues introduced our 21 to 23 operating budget proposal. Now, I don't think that's likely that particular budget is going to be adopted, but it does show that we can implement a very robust budget without raising taxes and without cutting any services. Some of the highlights of this particular budget include adding more money than the governor's proposed budget to education, behavioral health, veterans, and domestic violence programs, and to Meals on Wheels. We also increased the transportation budget, which is hurting right now. And we do that by weaning us off of the gas tax and replacing that with existing revenue from the state's portion of the sales tax on motor vehicles. It gets rid of the regressive gas tax over time and still fully funds transportation. In education, our proposal includes about $200 million more than the governor's proposal and focuses on giving schools all of the tools they need to safely bring students back. According to the state constitution, the education of our children is our paramount duty, and our proposal reflects that constitutional directive. We also eliminate the B&O tax, the business and occupation tax on manufacturing. This is huge because that industry has just been hurting so much recently, and our state has lost so many family wage manufacturing jobs in recent years. We help to reduce carbon emissions and prevent catastrophic wildfires that we've seen over the last few years by funding healthy forest management programs, and that's going to treat about 1.25 million acres in the upcoming years. We also reduce the tax burden on low-income families by funding the Working Families Tax Credit. This program's been law for a number of years, but it's never been funded by the legislature. In sum, we're offering a budget that's 6% higher than the prior year's budget without raising taxes and without cutting services. Now, I know this particular budget will be an uphill battle in Olympia. There just seems to be an unquenchable thirst for additional taxes over there. As a matter of fact, a recent Crosscut article said, and this is a quote, that you could be forgiven if you can't quite keep track of all the competing tax proposals in the Washington legislature this year. There's a lot of taxes. I'm just going to touch on 3 of the high visibility tax proposals, and they include the capital gains tax, the wealth tax, and the estate tax. The capital gains tax would impose a 7% tax on the selling of long-term capital assets. An interesting side note to this particular tax is that it includes an emergency implementation clause, even though the tax doesn't begin until January of 2022. Now, the only reason this clause is added is to prevent a referendum vote next November. You see, the bill sponsors clearly know that you have voted against this tax 10 previous times, and they don't want to allow you the chance to vote it down the 11th time. There's also been a wealth tax that's introduced in the House of Representatives that would apply a 1% tax to all Washington residents whose wealth exceeds $1 billion. Finally, in the House, there's an estate tax that's been introduced that would increase the tax rate on homes valued $3 million or more. Currently, the highest tax rate applied to these estates is 20%. This proposal would increase that rate on a sliding scale to up to 40% as the maximum. Earlier, the Seattle Times editorial board stated that the pandemic has created winners and losers across Washington business community. State government must wisely provide relief to help employers and the jobs they create to endure until a full economic restart is safe. The Senate Republican budget does just that. It benefits Washington businesses and families now and for decades to come without raising taxes. Additionally, the next revenue forecast will come out in March and projections are already up. That's really good news. We've had several of these in a row where it has been positive news. So now is not the time for new and additional taxes. We've clearly shown that we can provide a very robust budget without decreasing services or increasing your tax burden. Thanks for watching, and please feel free to contact me by phone or email. I'm Chris Gildon, and it's an honor serving you.